Heidi ho, peoples. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, and all that stuff. I hope you had a good holiday. I figured I'd just come on here before going to bed. Getting kind of tired, but had a pretty good Christmas. My family celebrates Christmas. And it occurred to me how thankful and how blessed I am. I wanted to just come and say thank you to all the friends who've been so accepting of me, and thank you to all the people who've been so wonderful. You're truly a Christmas gift that keeps giving. Your hearts, your friendships, just overwhelming. And today, as I was sitting there with my family, I kind of got teared up. I gave my uncle a big hug, and I shared something with them I had read a few days ago before Christmas. Now, my family's really accepting. They're just lucky, and I'll say why I know that. My family's always been really, really kind and accepting, and just open hearts, wonderful, sweet people. And I read this article a few days ago. I believe it was from Aaron in the Morning, Aaron Reed. And if you haven't found her on Substack, and I know she's all over the kind of all over the place, but if you're a trans person and you want to stay up on legislation and things that are happening that are relevant to trans people, I highly suggest that you go and find her channel, her articles on Substack. I know that she's on TikTok here too, and she's just this wealth of information. And as we move ahead in this glorious government situation that we all find ourselves in the United States, it's really good to have someone on our side who's keeping us aware of all the legislation and things that are adversely affecting trans people. But this article that she'd written, it said in there, only about 30% of trans people are accepted by their family around, it's something that becomes really relevant around the holidays, around Christmas time, and around, Thanksgiving and birthdays. And it's, I personally know trans women that they didn't go home for the holidays. Their family just doesn't accept them for who they are, and it makes me sad for them, because it boils right down to this. It's like, if you aren't willing to accept your child if they're trans, if you aren't willing to accept your child if they're gay, if you're not willing to accept your child if they're non-binary, you shouldn't be having children. Full stop. It's, as a parent's job, and I'm a parent, as a parent's job, we are supposed to love our kids, no matter what. Like, that's how love works. Like, unconditional. So, I hope everyone out there had a really good holiday, but I know that some people had a rough time of it, and my heart is with you. I thought of you today. And it wasn't lost on me how, today must have affected you. It affected me, just realizing it. So stay strong, everybody. We'll have people come and go in our lives, and some can make it the whole distance and some can't. And some people's love is conditional, and that's just how it is. They're not able to get past that. It's unfortunate. We end up losing folks that we've known and loved and cared for a really long time, and even family falls into that. But by not being genuine, by not being authentic, by not being true to ourselves, we end up losing the most important aspect of life. Us. Like, I have to spend 24 hours a day with me. So I should be the version that I like the best, right? Yeah, I thought so. Yep, this one. So I had a great Christmas. I ate too much food, and it's my brother made some lovely his lovely cranberry bread like he always does, and my dad brought some veggies and some really good spinach dip, and my aunt made the dang best pound cake you ever did have. Yeah, I back away from the pound cake. I've been on this diet for a while, so when I see these things, and it's like, oh, it's holiday, which means you can just kind of have whatever you want and don't worry about it, and we fix it tomorrow by exercising like usual. You don't have to go bonkers, like overdoing it because you had a treat on holiday. Like, have the treat, enjoy the treat. But don't sit there and eat the whole thing either. I did not do that. I did not do that. I had 2 pieces. They were conservative. See, even the leftist politician can be conservative every once in a while, right? Speaking of that, I got new campaign stickers. Yeah. And they're fun. Like, yeah, now it's going to be backwards because the video's like, but you get the idea. Katrina DeVille for Congress. These help pay for my campaign. And, I'm doing this all funded through small individual donations. I don't want to be beholden to any large corporations. I think that whole thing there is severely flawed. So, government's supposed to be for you, and that's how I would like to remain. I'll do my darndest to get big corpo money out of government too. Once I get to Washington D.C., that's one of my things. I think all the big money interests should be out, like they're buying our politicians. And those politicians, they make laws that benefit corporations and forget about the little guy. And that just doesn't fly anymore. So time to change things, time to make it better. But I just wanted to make a nice little video. It's been a minute since I actually made like a video that wasn't a short. And so here I am, Katrina DeVille, saying Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's. I'll probably come and drop another video on you before New Year's. There's some days in there. But yeah, hope you're all doing well. From my transgender heart to yours, whether it's cisgender, transgender, I'm just going to send you lots of love, peace, and harmony in this holiday season. Much love to y'all, hearts and stars, and I'll see you soon. Ciao.